Hi, good afternoon, everyone. Hey, it's Dr. Adrienne with Healthy Living Chiropractic. So today I'm going to be talking about CBD. I know a lot of you have seen CBD advertised either on your social media, Instagram, Facebook, you name it. Also, if you're driving down the street, seeing strip malls or seeing stores that sell CBD, they're at the grocery store and they're also at a lot of gas stations as well. There's also kiosks at our local mall that have kind of CBD products right there. So they're kind of everywhere right now. There's been some new legislation in the past few years, both in our state in Minnesota as well as federally, that actually allows the sale of CBD. And so I'm going to talk about today kind of what CBD is. We're going to discuss the endocannabinoid system, which is in our bodies, and kind of how it works. We'll talk about CBD specifically and how how these endocannabinoids, or these cannabinoids, affect your health. We're going to discuss the difference between CBD and THC, and that is the active cannabinoid that's in marijuana. We're going to talk about the differences between the two of those. And then we're also going to discuss how not all CBD is created equal. So first of all, if you like this information and you know someone that's been curious about this topic, please feel free to like, comment, share this information with them. We love to get our information to as many people as we can. Okay, so let's get started. CBD is cannabidiol, essentially, is one of over 100 different cannabinoids that all interact with our endocannabinoid system. So the endocannabinoid system is a system inside our bodies that was founded actually in 1990, so relatively new. Obviously, it's been present in our bodies forever, but it's something new that scientists and researchers figured out, and they found that it plays a crucial role in kind of regulating the physiological processes inside our body. So what it does is it helps to maintain homeostasis, or another word for homeostasis is balance. So if something's too high, it kind of helps to bring things down. It's really good at helping to balance things and helping the body feel more balanced. And so that's really kind of what these types of things are going to do for our bodies. Our endocannabinoid system is made up of 3 different parts. So there's endocannabinoids. So endo means within the body. So your body makes its own endocannabinoids. It's naturally occurring, and they're neurotransmitters that are found inside our body. They are chemical messengers, that kind of go to and from different organs, and they send signals between the different cells. Kind of like the nerve cells inside your brain. You learned about the synapses and how things connect from one thing to another. This is kind of a similar type of system, and that these endocannabinoids are the signals that kind of go back and forth. There are also endocannabinoid receptors, and those are what these cannabinoids and endocannabinoids can kind of latch onto. And when that happens, they're kind of surface of the cells. And when that happens, then that allows those messages to be sent kind of from the thing to the body. So it kind of helps those messages to come across, okay? And these are located in all of the different organs of our body. They're located in our brain. They're located in our stomach. They're located in our spleen, in our organs, in our endocrine glands. So lots of different areas of our body contain these endocannabinoid receptors. And then lastly, there's enzymes. So these enzymes are responsible for breaking down the endocannabinoids after they carry on their needed response, and then the body then clears it like it's supposed to. So that's kind of a little bit of a breakdown of the naturally occurring endocannabinoid system that we have in our body. What CBD can do, so CBD is a cannabinoid that can actually come in and latch on to those receptors, okay? And so a lot of things that we're seeing in our practice, I'm using CBD in our practice for pain relief, pain management. This thing kind of latches on to some certain receptors, like I mentioned, and helps to bring down pain, kind of helps to balance out that pain response. They also have anti-inflammatory effects as well too. So if the body is in full inflammation, what CBD can do is kind of help to bring that inflammation down and help to balance it. We can do that in a couple of different ways. In our practice, I use a lot of the reduced topical cream from Green Compass. It is kind of a menthol-y based cream. It's got 300 milligrams of CBD in it. It is awesome. It smells a little bit like toothpaste, but when you're in a lot of pain, it is phenomenal. It's fast acting, works really great. So CBD can be applied topically. Your body then absorbs it, gets into there, and then the receptors kind of pick up on that CBD, and then they help to balance out that pain response. You can also take CBD in a tincture form. And this is something you would then put underneath the tongue. It then becomes, under sublingually, there's a lot of blood vessels underneath the tongue. When you hold it for 30 seconds to a minute inside your mouth, it then gets absorbed into the body that way. It's actually rather quick. Then it can kind of travel throughout the body. So that is one way. So pain and anti-inflammatory effects are a big one. Another thing we're seeing too with CBD is for arthritis. So if people are having a lot of joint pain, you can throw on the topical, which helps as well, but then take it sublingually as well, and that's going to help to give a more broad anti-inflammatory type of effect. There's also a lot of research and anecdotal studies that show that anxiety and stress reduction is another key thing that we see with CBD use. So again, you can take things under the tongue, just like I discussed. We also have some jellies that are phenomenal. These are the limoncello nano jellies. They actually have a lipid layer in there, so they get absorbed into the cells because our cells have a fat lipid layer. The nano jellies actually break it down to a tiny, tiny small amount so it can be absorbed into the cell and then hit those receptors like I was just discussing. This is a broad spectrum CBD. See, that has only CBD in it. It has 0 THC. And we're going to talk about the difference between the CBD and the THC in just a moment. But we have these limoncello jellies, which are fantastic. I have a lot of patients that will take them when they're dealing with anxiety and stress. And what it does, again, it just kind of helps you feel less anxious, helps you feel less troubled, less anxious, I guess is the best word, less stress. Thank you very much. That's the word I was looking for. We also have a full spectrum jelly, which does have a little bit of THC. It's got 0.03 milligrams, so it's a very, very small amount. There's gonna be no hallucinogenic effect whatsoever. But nonetheless, if people want something that's a little bit more power to it, you can get that as well. All right, sleep regulation. That is the third big thing we see with CBD. People are sleeping better when they're taking CBD. It's actually not always CBD. It's what's called CBN, which is another endocannabinoid, because like I said, there's over 100 of them. And what that is responsible for is helping to really calm, make the person feel tired, really bring down the person. And what we have got here are the sleep jello or the sleep nano jellies, which are phenomenal. My kids take these quite a bit. I will take these as well too if I'm feeling a little restless before I fall asleep. This really just helps to bring your body down a little bit. CBD can be taken to help with sleep, but you want to make sure you take it 2 hours prior to laying down. It's not designed to calm you ready for sleep. That's what the CBN does. So CBD does definitely calm your body, but you don't want to use it right before sleep. So I just want to make sure we get that clear. Immune system support, antioxidants are present in CBD, which that can then help with your immune system, helps to kind of kill the free radicals, clear those out of the body so that your immune system is doing its job more efficiently. So we will help people if they've been sick quite a bit, taking some CBD on a regular basis, as well as some other things that we recommend as well for antioxidant support can help to make that immune system to function quite a bit better too. And lastly, appetite and digestive health. There are some endocannabinoids that are really good at kind of decreasing the need to eat. I've got a digestive jelly, right here. I use it more for digestion, like if I feel like I have a stomachache after eating. It's got some apple cider vinegar as well as CBD in it, which does help to kind of move through that digestive process. So we've got a lot of different things in our office that if there's anything that you want more questions, if you have more questions about, please reach out and we'd love to answer them. So that's kind of the big things that CBD can do and that we're seeing in our practice every day. So let's discuss CBD versus THC. What is the difference? There's a lot of confusion about them, and so they are not the same. They're definitely different. They do come from the same type of plant. So the cannabis plant, the cannabis family of plants, is kind of like a big cousin. So you've got marijuana, which is high in THC, and you've got hemp, which is high in CBD. The two of them are cannabis plants, so but they're different, so I want to make that very, very clear. Marijuana has a much higher concentration of THC, I think I just said this, and then the hemp has the higher concentration of CBD. So didn't mean to repeat, but I did. So the tetrahydrocannabinoid, that is, or cannabidiol, is THC. That is the natural occurring substance that is in a marijuana plant. It does have that high component to it, has that hallucinogenic component to it. They bind to the receptors in our endocannabinoid system, and it helps to produce that hallucinogenic type effect. We don't sell any of that stuff here. Like I mentioned, there is a full spectrum CBD that has 0.03% of THC in it, and that is for someone that's looking for both of the effects. Again, not the hallucinogenic effect, and none of these can be traceable on any sort of drug test if you're ever concerned. Cannabidiol, which is the CBD, is what's found in the cannabis plant. It does not include, it does not have any sort of hallucinogenic effect to it whatsoever. It has low to zero THC in it, and what it is like I mentioned before, it helps to produce balance, helps to reduce relaxation, sleepiness, without any of the hallucinogenic effects. So they are very, very different. Again, if you want me to chat more about that, please reach out to my office. And lastly, is all CBD created equal? The answer is no. Like I mentioned in the beginning of this discussion, you can get CBD at your grocery store or at a gas station. I would not recommend that for a variety of reasons. But the first one being that hemp is what they call a scavenger plant. When it's wild, and when it's farmed in certain ways, it actually gets into the soil and it absorbs everything from the soil into it. Therefore, if there are a lot of pesticides, if there are a lot of metals, if there are other types of contaminants that are in that soil, they're going to be getting absorbed by the hemp plant. Like I said, it's a scavenger plant. It actually uses all of the things in the soil and grabs it. So if you're getting CBD from not a trusted source, be mindful that you could be getting in a lot of the other contaminants, the metals, the toxins, those kinds of things. And in our practice, we do a lot of work to try to help to get those things out of our patients' bodies. So the last thing we want to do is knowingly go ahead and add some more. So what I recommend is using a company that is USDA certified. USDA organic certified, excuse me. The stuff that we use in our office is from a company named Green Compass. They're located out of North Carolina, and they have basically made their own farm. They have an organic based farm. They have all of the products are sourced on site, so they don't outsource any of the hemp or the CBD. So they make sure that what they have is pure, it is clean, there are no contaminants in it. They also, on the bottom of every box, they put a QR code on there so you can actually see exactly what is in each bottle, and tells you exactly percentage of this or that. All of them are USDA organic. I want to say they have them on here. It doesn't show it on here, I apologize. But if you go to their website, they're very, very open about how clean they are, and it's extremely important to them as well. So we don't, like I said, we don't sell anything in here that we are knowingly giving contaminants to our patients. That's the last thing that we want to do. What we really want to do is just make sure our patients have good overall holistic health. We look for the whole body, the mind, the spirit. We want to make sure that every part of the body is, and the people are doing well. And this is just one piece of the puzzle to kind of help our patients live good, healthy, happy lives. So I hope I've answered some of your questions about CBD. If you have more questions, let me know. Please reach out, shoot me a message. I'm also going to drop a link to Green Compass at the bottom of this message or in the bio if you're looking at this on Instagram. So if you have any questions, let me know. I hope you guys all have a fantastic day. Bye.